Hey guys, today we are building robots with Elecfreaks. Why? Well, there is an answer to that in a supply chain because Raspberry Pi 4 boards are particularly expensive. Now this is 8 gig of RAM version of the Raspberry Pi 4, which usually costs £75, but good luck getting it if you can, or getting it for that price. So what do you do if you want to build or start building robots and you can't get hands on Raspberry Pis? Well, you can settle for the next best thing, and Elecfreaks has got you covered. I'm reaching out as we speak for two most popular boards out there to get started, which is Microbit, released by BBC, and Raspberry Pi RP2040, released by Raspberry Pi Foundation. Now, in this case, it's in a very unique form of a Pico ED, which kind of looks familiar, like a Microbit, and more on that in a moment. So Elecfreaks has sent me a couple of bits in a box, and those would include two microcontrollers that are interoperable, which means you'll be able to use Microbit for both robots or Pico ED for both robots too, which is very, very useful because, well, who doesn't like to have a choice? Apart from that, I also received the Ringbit V2, which is their car kit to create a small robotic car, which also came with a separate accessorized kit, which adds extra features to this robot so you can play even more. And the second robot, which is called Smart CuteBot. It is really cute, actually. Let's start with the Ringbit because there is a lot of ground to cover. What you get is this. It's a robotic platform which comes with a couple of sensors and obviously either Pico ED or Microbit board to control the robot. So programming this thing is going to be split into features available on the controller board and the features that are available on the robot kit itself. The whole robotic kit is relatively simple to assemble with pre-made components and everything waiting to be assembled thanks to instructions. Now, the job takes around maybe 10 to 15 minutes depending on how skilled you are, and you'll notice that this is a robotic platform with two servos, extension connectors, and the housing to actually mount either Pico ED or Microbit controller. If you think that standard sensor set on your robotic kit isn't enough, you can add the accessory set, which will extend the platform even further, adding either ultrasonic sensor at the top or using a bottom platform for extensions, adding RGB LED strip to program lights and follow line sensor so you can experiment with that. The whole accessories kit is actually quite easy to mount and you can swap them on the go very quickly so you could focus on the task at hand. As the robot isn't particularly heavy or big, it's definitely recommended for kids and they shouldn't really have any problems assembling it together, even without instructions, to be honest. To control your robot, it's recommended to get started with Pico ED, which is a RP2040 based microcontroller board. Now, you can swap it easily for microboard if that's what you prefer, but depending on which board you have installed, your programming option is going to be slightly different, so it's worth bearing this in mind. Now, by default, the Pico ED board is oriented towards Tony and MicroPython, so if you'd like to give it a go, that's the default platform for programming. And while in theory, working with visual programming, the microblock and C++, it is supported on the Pico ED edition, the documentation of it is a little bit lacking at the moment, but I have been assured by Elecfreaks that they are working on a specific documentation for that scenario, and that's going to be allowed. So if you want to jump into visual programming and get started this way, I'd strongly recommend you to get a Microbit board instead, because it's going to be easier to use the make block to get everything programmed, especially that entire instructions in a visual programming are made for this thing. Online documentation is pretty decent and walks you through the initial steps of setting the environment, adding the libraries, and then programming exercises for each particular sensor added to your robot. So you'll be able to interact with the sonar, program your light bar, or set up the board to follow a black line. If there is anything I can advise you at this point is the fact that these examples are very simple and soon enough you'll like to build them up to make them a little bit better, and some of them weren't working as good, especially the follow line script, which, well, I found it to be not sensitive enough, especially if you're trying to run the robot in a very bright environment. These sensors aren't good for direct sunlight, so if you're trying to make the robot follow the light, yeah, probably stick to indoors. The second robot is the smart CuteBot, and unlike the previous one, it comes, well, basically pre-assembled. All you have to do is just get a microbit controller board or Pico ED controller board, slot it in, add the batteries, and you are ready to go, which makes the setup process super easy and you can get started in a minute or two. By default, the robot comes with a couple of sensors, including sonar, some infrared and extensions to add even more selection from the website. What's interesting about this robot is that it has the ability to add Lego blocks, so you'll be able to actually build on top of the platform and use Lego blocks and sets on the website to interact with the robot, expanding functionality even further. As there is really no assembly with this one, the entire focus is going to be shifted into programming this thing, and that will depend on which microcontroller you're going to put it in. Now, I've tested this with microbit because it comes with a nice visual language and that's easy to demonstrate on the video. But obviously you can either quickly switch to JavaScript or figure out your way of programming things. Now, if you use the RP2040, obviously the default is MicroPython, and that's what you're going to be doing it through at the beginning. And just like before, online documentation is there to walk you through all the steps to get it working, to start programming and send everything. Now, in both cases, you can actually program directly from the web browser, which is very convenient because you don't have to set up any environment. All you have to do is just connect the robot to your computer, authorize USB connection to the network client, and you'll be able to send your new programs directly over USB to the robot itself. Both kits presented today are actually very easy to get started. Now, they're not very expensive because they are around $35 on the Elecfreaks website. Just bear in mind that for some of the kits you'll have to get the microcontroller separately. Now, so if you want to get started with microcontrollers and robotics and learn how to program your own platforms and how to take advantage of the sensor input, and trust me, it's not as easy as on the examples provided, then why not give it a go? I'm going to list the list of the boards and the kits that I've showcased in this video in the description, so you could have a go and decide it for yourself. So big thanks to Elecfreaks for sending me this so I could talk about it on my channel. And, well, you know what's next. I do not have a posting schedule, so if you're interested what's coming up soon, you know how YouTube works, I'm not going to explain you all this. I've got a couple of social media accounts that you can follow and start conversation with me, but as for now, I'm just going to say thanks so much for watching, see you then, bye!